Welcome to Mathenatic. We are busy revising content for paper 1, and in this video, we'll determine which term in the number pattern is equals to 170. So we are given the pattern of 8, 10, 16, and 26. And what I notice is that I add 2 from 8 to 10, and then 6 from 10 to 16, and then 10 between 16 and 26. So each time I'm adding by 4 more than the previous time. Now to answer this question, I can continue that pattern up until I get to 170. But let's do it algebraically. First, I recognize that this is a quadratic number pattern because we have a constant second difference, and we explained this concept in the previous video. So let's quickly see what I did here. I took 10 and subtracted 8 from that, and I got 2. Then 16 minus 10, and that is 6. And then 26 minus 16. And that gave me the first differences. Then I repeated that to find the second differences. Now what we know about a quadratic number pattern is that the second differences are constant. We also know that the first term in each of these lines or levels are equal to 2a, 3a plus b, and a plus b plus c. Now let us solve a, b, and c. So we always solve the variables from the bottom up. So we start with setting 2a equal to 4, and that means that a is equal to 2. Next, we set our a, which is equal to 2, in the place of our second equation of 3a plus b equal to 2. So once I replace the a with 2, we can solve for b. So b is 2 minus 6, and that's where we get negative 4 from. And then lastly, we have a plus b plus c is equal to 8. I replace a with a 2, and I replace b with negative 4. And that allows me to solve c, which is equal to 10. So now we have a general term for this pattern. So we can find any term in the pattern by using this equation. So remember, the general term comes from Tn is equals to an squared plus bn plus c. So I replace a with 2, b with negative 4, and c with 10. Now the question stated, which term in the pattern is equal to 170? So that means that Tn is 170, and we are trying to find n. So let us set that up. In our equation, I replaced Tn with 170, and this created a quadratic equation. So what I saw in my first line is that I have even numbers. So to get to the next level, I divided everywhere by 2. Then I rewrote the equation in standard form. Now you can choose to do factorization or to use the quadratic formula in order to solve for n. But this was quite a simple trinomial to factorize. So we have n squared minus 2n minus 80 is equals to n minus 10 times n plus 8. And when I solve for n, I have n is equal to 10, or n is equals to negative 8. But you need to remember that in number patterns, the n value cannot be negative, and it also cannot be a fraction or a decimal value. So therefore, the 10th term, or T10, is equal to 170. Thank you for watching. Remember to show your support by hitting the like button and subscribing to Mathenatic.